Let's go. Let's go. Turn it up. I bit my tongue. Oh. And please don't be janky on the first time.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game,
receiving the ball first, man.
A moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready.
You name it.
Their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47.
I discovered how to run that pill. Ah.
Good for 22 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now Wilson on 2nd down.
Wow!
Intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Bro.
Start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Bro, I had a touchdown. And Madden hold me.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
That's what I'm talking about, Bobby!
Lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Got that new money!
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go, Bobby!
Play action. Now Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this one is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Didn't he call for a fair catch?
31 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving
somebody tell me what's really going on. Grizzly back up in this thing, I'm ready. What's happening? Gone for surgery, but now I'm back again. I'm by my paper like a mud and scratching wind.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ryan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. He's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later. But I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work out a little bit more.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. 2 yards is all.
Boy, you have my OPD.
It's 4th down.
Got scared just now.
So often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game.
Go ahead and punt my peel.
Like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. On the run, it's Kelly. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Ryan.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Ryan.
Oh my God!
But couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And
man, isn't it rocking
by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
The Seattle now ready to march.
Tell me what's really going on. Drizzy back up in this thing. I'm ready. What's happening? Going for surgery, but now I'm back again. I'm about my paper like a mother scratching wind. I just want you in it.
We'll see if it's that easy here. Now Wilson on first down. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Michael Brockers forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They go play action now. Wilson out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one goes for 24 yards. Wilson now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I smell blood in the water.
On 1st down, Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Man, I should be 2-0 on my way to trying to be 3-0. But no, Russell Wilson. You pick and choose when you want to show up.
Here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with
Man, give me my interceptions, dog.
And try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan.
Bro, you not seeing the field, bruh.
By the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That goes for a gain of 31. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Here's Ryan to throw. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They go play action here on first down. And this one brought in by Sanu. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Ryan now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him for a loss of 5. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. first and 10. It's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Now Zaire Jones able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now it's Ryan.
Oh my freaking gosh. Give me my interception, man.
This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards.
If the post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They go play action with Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Wilson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big, and we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan. On the screen, Bernard. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Ryan now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10.
Hey, Tuesday. 12. 21.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
95.
Play action. It's Wilson. Keeps himself upright. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
14.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7th. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
21.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. He's going to float this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25.
What?
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 64 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. He drops it off for Bernard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Hey, South! Got it! Go, Eddie! Hey, Tuesday!
To throw again is Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Third and long, it's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Play action. Ryan gets it to Gordon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That one goes for 24 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
21. Right.
Throwing again, Ryan. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is out of bounds here. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal.
12. There we go.
Kelly to try to punch it in, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Rob Kelly, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Falcons get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
14. Gotta go. 18.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Tempo.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Come on, tempo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Wilson now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play action. Now Wilson. Fighting through pressure. Now he'll escape to his left. And the grab by Croft. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. On second down, here's Wilson. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, Penny. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something.
An impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations that's really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep for Julio. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Going for the deep ball. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The interception goes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On second down, here's Penny. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Check 50, check 50.
Here's a give to Penny. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? He's got a man. It's Mitchell.
Malcolm Mitchell.
27 yards.
That man is constantly making plays.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
A handoff to Penny. And a short gain down to about the 33.
I'm going to hang on to that rock, young man.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. The pitch goes to Penny. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And here now come the Falcons. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 52 yards. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Ryan. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and short. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Barkevius Mingo in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
21.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Again, it's Penny. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Seahawks, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Coming back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need to relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Private. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mind me, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I'll offend you. Both of us, if I offend you.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They ain't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, it I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. It teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
This one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to traffic. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. Full braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm classy, but I ain't stupid either. Never show off to that's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal, it's all in my demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they didn't believe her. That's why I don't let opinions affect me. I do what I want to do. If they do or they don't accept me, they expect me to give up. I almost did. Things went from moving faster, slow motion. I was losing focus, stuck on that. It was smooth on the surface, but underneath it was broken. Hoping to find hope in this hopeless world we live in. What you give is what you given. Gotta make wise decisions. Gotta stay tunnel vision. Gotta avoid collision. Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching. Gotta pay mom's a visit. It's been a while. I've been working, she keep telling me she miss her child. I find myself passing the house, then I spin around. She say I'm always moving, I just can't sit around. Oh my, cause the cash ain't gonna come to us. When we was down, who gave a dime or gave a for us? So instead of making it hard, I made it fun for us. Make it easy, so when you need it, you just run to us. But it's a lot of pressure, I'm trying to stick and move through this. Fixing these bumps on the road so I can just cruise to this. Living my life on the road, I'm trying to get used to this. And when they throw dirt, I just act like a broom to this. Trying to stay true to this, even when they lie on me. World on my shoulders, my girl can't even cry on me. God watching over me, the devil probably spy on me. I've been going through some, Kenneth keep an eye on me. I know it's been a drought, but to my fans, don't go dry on me. If you want a picture, take a picture, don't get shy on me. I'm here to inspire, I admire that you admire me. I've been in the dark, but I promise you'll see a bright of me. I'm sorry. To my supporters, man. Love y'all. I just want to say thank you.
Chief Miller.
For supporting me since day one.
You gone by now?
You don't want to see me win, man.
Wasn't enough water pressure to fill the hoses.
I don't know why. We gonna win anyway.
Rich Garcia used to have the best corner in the county. Look at it.
Came straight out the with a microphone. Boy, I swear I couldn't leave that mic alone. Everybody clear the room, I like to write alone. I'm in my zone, bass bouncing off the styrofoam. I'm never in between, I'm either hot or cold. Can't be a loser, I maneuver like I got a clone. I'm out here in these streets like I ain't got a home. And you barely hear from me like I ain't got a phone. Cause there's no days off, there's no days off. I know it sounds a little painful, but it pays off. Social sites was distracting, so I stayed off. Spoke to God that me and Satan had a face off. I swear my life was like a rocket, then it takes off. First I plotted, then I got it, couldn't wait long. I put the pedal to the metal, then took the brakes off. And I kept it A1 like the steak sauce. My paychecks used to be a pair of Jordans, and I know I can't afford them, but I went ahead and bought them. Then I quit, started spent my money on recording. Yeah, the studio was small, but man, that made me a fortune.
2 years with the San Diego County Arts
Made me a fortune, man.
Chick-fil-A Union, man, haven't
Trying to
seen
stop me.
man. It's just me and
Y'all
Terry
can't
O'Brien.
stop me.
But yeah, we did like you said, after we hauled this
This
out,
is
we haven't
forever.
So, to determine if it's
Forever,
arson,
man.
we need to analyze the burn
I
path,
mean that.
find the point of origin, signs of accelerant. It's arson. And murder.
I can tell.
This is part of the garage door.
Yes.
Locks on the outside. Someone locked Garcia. What's that? Found his money. Tell Deja would like to watch their work. Yeah. More so much company.
Maybe this kind of different. What do you think? Dave? Dave? Patrick Dave? Over here. It was here.
Timers, three switches, grab them, sure of it. Accelerant. So we can pro work. Get the manager to
Get a cab and drive down the road.
Mitchell, where's the gas?
Are you hungry? There's more than enough.
Oh, I could do it about it. I did some DP with the dishes and brought in the firewood, so you know,
Things like this sleep.
Hey, Ben Machado. Maybe you need just say the words you got. Ben's our go-to guy. They only do the stage and around here. Commission fertilizer. You're in the 190 section. That's right. Richard, then a couple other guys around. And you guys didn't catch the bastards did this ASAP, right? Just let me get to that. Just don't have to do. I'll see you in the morning.
Mind if we ask you some questions? No. Of course not.
AP on all of my hoes. I like when they wet on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got kinda with you.
Maddie, whatever you're selling, pass. Honey, what are you, moron? My dad just said.
You'll learn to live with it. Not for a while.
Who are you?
My name's Maddmadden, and I'm gonna find out who it was that killed your father, and have him or her or them put in a prison cell if you'll talk to me.
If I'll talk to you. The guy never did it.